Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Okay, so I wanted to kind of give you a quick update as to what's going on, and then there's one more thing I want to talk about in this video about isolation, okay? Okay, so the quick update is what's been going on for the last 4 or 5 days. So we've been getting a lot of, call it solar blasts, solar flares, whatever you want to call it. And it's been good for the northern lights and the auroras and all that. But I think at this point, most people are kind of exhausted. So here's the deal. You have to understand it is literally giving us an energy blast, and it's been going on day after day after day after day, and it's supposed to be going on, I think, 1, maybe 2 more days. So this extra energy, at least for me at first, man, I was like, I have a fixie bike, so I ride that thing all over the place, and I've been like really working out, and just, if you've noticed, I've been kicking out these videos like constantly, and I've also got another channel, I'm working on that. I've been blasting out the social media, so I've kind of like tripled my output. And I've kind of hit the wall. So I noticed about, I think it was 3 nights ago, there's a guy that works at the store I go to, and he's normally like Energizer Bunny, and he's been just exhausted. And I finally said, "You tired?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I think there's something wrong with me." I'm like, "No, there's nothing wrong with you." I go, "You were just overamped." So a lot of you, especially at this point, you're probably really burned out. And the other thing is this extra energy. It's kind of it's like a staticky energy, like a little. It's going to cause you to kind of ping pong, go fast, talk fast, and it's kind of exhausting. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know what this image is, this is the sun and then the earth and all the other planets. This is literally how we're shooting through the universe. So I kind of assumed you guys had figured that out. I forget what the speed is that we're going, and I'm not talking about going around or spinning, but that the whole thing is moving forward. It is phenomenal. I don't remember what it is, but it's unbelievable amount of speed we're going. Okay, so the other thing that this solar blasts plural may be causing is causing like a bit of kind of being on edge, maybe causing a little bit of anxiety. Normally anxiety I'm pretty sensitive to, and I haven't really had too much of a problem with it. A little bit, but not too bad. So here's what I'm about to say, or what the purpose is for all this is. Just take it easy. If you are burned out, if you're tired, if you are not quite feeling right, if you're kind of up in your head, if you've got anxiety, if you feel negative or anything like that, just go with it for right now. It's gonna pass, I promise you that. Another thing, make sure you're getting plenty of water and salt, a little bit. So unless you have high sodium problem or high salt problem, but make sure you're getting your water and salt, especially now that at least in the northern hemisphere it's getting warmer, and like it's been warm here lately, finally. So get your electrolytes. It's really good for you to get your vitamins, especially your minerals, okay, and water. And other than that, just make sure you're eating plenty of protein, you're eating healthy, okay? Don't overdo it, and try not, for this stage, try not to eat too heavy, but make sure you're getting enough protein, and try to stay away from junk food and get your rest. Okay, so this is part 2 of this video. It dawned on me that there was a message I should have put out there a long time ago, and I didn't. So a lot of you may have thought when you went into the isolation period, or if you're in it right now, you may have thought maybe God was mad at you, or maybe God was punishing you in some way. So the answer is absolutely not. It was It was absolutely not a punishment and you didn't do anything wrong. So the isolation period is, and it's kind of funny because all of a sudden people aren't around. Part of it is you do cut people out of your life. Part of it is you kind of isolate, but it's more than that. Like your phone just doesn't ring. You don't get emails from friends. You're like, well, what's going on here? So you're definitely not being punished. This is a space that's being created for you to reevaluate your entire life, meaning your perspective on your beliefs. Like, okay, like a lot of empaths, the way we looked at people was we thought they were like us. Their intentions were good. And that's one of the toughest lessons for an empath to realize. Like, look, other people are not like us. Okay, in fact, other people, a lot of them have bad intentions. Maybe not a lot, but a certain percentage. The other perspective that we had to reevaluate, which caused the problem right before that I just said, is we always looked at everyone with the highest intention, or we looked at people, okay, here it is. We always looked for the best in people, and the problem with that is we only saw the good in them. We never saw the bad in them. So even when they would harm us and hurt us and be mean to us, etc., we would just overlook it and make excuses because we would only look for the good in people. So the other thing that we had to learn is we had to learn to have boundaries and the other part of that is to not just blindly trust people. So we put up the Great Wall of China, and we had this boundary so big, so high, so thick that nobody could get through. And believe it or not, but that was one of the best things you've ever done in your life. Why? Because it forced you to confront yourself, to face yourself, and to face your beliefs, your decisions, the rules you live by, to just take an honest look at everything and how you deal with things and face things and how you interact with people. It caused you to be really, really, really honest with yourself about the way you've been dealing with life. You reevaluated things, you looked at things, and you realized, oh, this is where I'm making my mistake. I'm really trusting of people, and I shouldn't be, because that's it's like leaving your door wide open and you've been getting hurt. And as I said before, you're really realizing, oh, wait a minute, people are not like me. They don't have good intentions. Now, this doesn't mean all people, but you can't look at other people and say, oh, they're just like me. They are not. And I mean the majority of people. The other thing it did is it really caused you to look at the people in your life. To not only look at the people that hurt you, but to look at all the other people that you didn't really realize, well, they're actually not good for me either, and that they were hurting you, but on maybe a lesser level. And it caused you to look at people, maybe family members, people that you thought, well, they're good for me. No, you realize like they're not good for you at all. It also caused you to look all the way back into your past. And I know right now while I'm saying this, you're like, yep, that's exactly what I did. So you went all the way back and looked at all these different people and you're like, wow, how did I miss that? But the good news is now you can see it. You also realized with these type of people, no matter how nice you are with these people, they are never, ever, 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 ever going to be nice to you. Period. End of sentence. So the warrior in you came out. Even if it was just an attitude or just like, nope. Like even, like one of the things that you're probably still developing is literally just looking at people saying, no, nope, I'm not going to do that. Nope, I'm not going to give you a ride. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, nope, sorry. Just having the ability to say no, whether they're a toxic person, a user, an energy vampire, or just someone who's like, no, I don't want to go to the store, I don't want it. Just having the ability to say no. And it started feeling really strong. Like, wow, this is actually really good. Okay, so another message that I think is really, really important along the lines with what we're talking about right now is I think it's important to know that there is daylight at the end of the tunnel. I swear to God, I am like, you know what? You can go look back at my videos. Just go back about 2 or 3 years and notice how angry I was and how pissed I was and how aggressive I was. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I was really like, F this, I am freaking done. Now I'm bebopping around. I'm just kind of, hey, what's up? And the funny thing is, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm talking to all kinds of people. It is literally where I'm at right now. It is literally like you got out of that dark tunnel and you are finally in the light. And it's fun. Okay, let me tell you something. Because of where I'm at now, I remember over the last 3 years or so, you kept hearing people say, oh, well, they're trying to dampen your light or dim your light or put your light out or whatever. Like, yeah, whatever. You know, I really see now and I understand they were. Here's why. So happiness and joy and love, those open up that artery, those emotions and feelings open up that artery in the lower reptilian brain, which allows the blood to flow up to the larger human brain, especially opening up to the right brain, which is consciousness. So essentially, instead of being stuck in the lower brain or the left brain, this opens you up to all your systems. So it's like a computer. You want your video card, your audio card, your memory card. You want everything to be functioning. You want your, what do they call them? Not hard drives, but DDR2s or whatever. No, that's my military thing. Sorry. So you want everything on the computer functioning together as one. And that is atonement, which wakes people up. So if you're walking around happy, joyful, loving, just in a good spirit, it rubs off on other people. And that's what the darkness is afraid of. You know, one of the things we learned a long time ago doing Hawaii trainings said, look, it's coming. We know it's coming. It's going to come in so many years. But here's the thing, and this is what they kept telling us. When it gets its darkest, that's how you know you're close to the light. And here's why. The darkness will fight the most when the light starts to shine. So that's what's been going on for the last 5-10 years. It's like all of a sudden they're just in overdrive, because it's like they're trying to keep the curtains pulled, they're trying to keep the lights out, but it's too late. The light the light is literally shining. That's why all of a sudden everyone's going, wait, what's going on? What are narcissists? Like, all of a sudden all these narcissist videos and everyone's talking about what has been happening. So we are seeing it, like the light is shining on them, and we already see them. They're revealed. It's too late. So here's the thing, they knew even 5 years ago, even before that, they knew, like, well, like, we can't, it's coming, it's getting brighter and brighter, like what do we get, like, they know there's nothing they can do, but they're just doing anything anyways, and it's just a matter of time at this point. And I'm telling you, the light is shining. Oh, by the way, this is just a car that I really, really like. Someone on YouTube posted a video about his car. If I could, I would buy that car. I don't know if that guy would sell it though. So, but if I could, I'd actually fly out wherever he's in. I'd buy that damn car and ship it back. I have the same exact car, by the way, but not fixed up like this. Like, this is freaking sharp. So here's my little car. Same car. I don't know if it's the exact same year, but very similar. The top comes off like the other car, etc., etc. And the next image is not my car, but this is what my car looks like from behind, except without the tinted windows and the red Honda logo thing. I'm addicted to these cars now. Alright, so what was I going to say? Okay, so another thing that happened to you that you may not quite... you may not have quite been conscious of or realized what happened. But it was a very extreme shift. You started seeing people for who they were, and it actually shocked the hell out of you. Oh, by the way, the yes or no, the guy was asking people what they thought about the color. Me personally, I love it. The other reason why God put you in isolation was to keep you as much as possible away from other narcissists and abusive people, to just kind of keep you close, even if you had to go to work. But you know how, like, you emotionally, like, you just isolate, like the walls went up. God was essentially protecting you. So number one, you didn't do anything wrong. This was a very learning experience and really connecting with yourself and seeing yourself for who you are. And this whole process allows you to be really just genuine and natural, just being you. And if you're not quite at the point where you have stepped out into the light, I promise you, it's getting there. The very beginning is going to be awkward too. You know, whoa, I just talked to someone I don't even know. What am I doing? Trust me, it gets better. You start to laugh again. You start to smile. You start to be happy. It's all coming through. Oh yeah, and you start to meet people that are more open instead of linear and closed. That's the one thing that's the thing you're going to realize. All those other people were linear and closed. And it's like you were never going to fit with them in a million years. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. If you like this video, please click subscribe, click the all bell, click the like button, and make a comment. And if you want, there's a donation PayPal link right there in the description box beneath the video. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.